We officially made the move. Carpet beetle. I want to go home. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. It has been a month since we got to Jena and I'm settling in, and I thought that I'd talk through a kind of candid recap of the past month and a few days now that we've moved into our new apartment. So as you can see, the background here is a little bit different. Yesterday we officially made the move from our 2-bedroom guest house unit to a 1-bedroom guest house unit. So that was just on the other side of the same building that we've already been living on. So I did that while Jake was at work, and surprisingly our 3 checked bags, once we had everything unpacked and stuff in the fridge, it ended up being more like over 10 trips walking back and forth to get all of our stuff out. But we're here, we're getting settled in. There's still a couple more projects that I want to tackle here today that I'll take you along with, but yeah, originally the plan was to stay in guest housing for a year just to take some of the pressure off of navigating the rental market while we were still getting settled. But now that we're here, and we know that the 12-month lease isn't super binding, we just need to give some notice. We've kind of been thinking about looking around a little bit more, moving into both units. There's been a little bit of just tidying up and settling in, normal moving stuff that you need to do, but to be honest, there's carpet beetles that are here and prevalent, and it's not anything that is to be done with like the management of the building. It's just an older building. It's a common spring household pest, but if I'm being fully transparent, I am a person with OCD who has been seeing a therapist for OCD up until the move, and now have been trying to navigate, just the move in life without my therapist. And bugs have always been something that has been a particular fear of mine and a contamination fear of mine. And to say that that has been difficult with my OCD and also just feeling settled in a new place is probably an understatement. It's been really hard and just another layer of the move. And I honestly just wanted to say that because when I look back at the past month we've spent here, it's been really amazing, but it's been really hard. It's been just like a life-altering transition on so many levels, and I'm so grateful to be here and to have this opportunity. But for all the good days and the happy moments that I've been so excited and just lucky to experience, there's also been things that I haven't really talked about on camera that I hope I can talk a little bit more about in these vlogs, that are just kind of the realities of moving abroad and things that I've been learning and things that I wish I knew. And yeah, if I'm going to be vlogging, I want to show all of it. But yeah, we're hoping to maybe move out of the guest housing in the coming months, maybe to find something that is a little bit more of our size preference. I will show you guys around a bit more later, but I'd say that this place is still just a little bit bigger than what we need. And with rental prices in Jena, I think from the research that we've done and talking to people, we found that we could maybe check a little bit more of our boxes of what we want for a lower price. And so that's something that we have been considering. Another big thing that kind of sparked the decision to look around is that our first rental unit here had an oven and a dishwasher. And the dishwasher is a nice to have, not a need to have, but having an oven is so awesome. Not to roast an American turkey or whatever like they say on House Hunters all the time, but just because it doubles the cooking options. And yeah, I think that's just something that we'd maybe like to have. And yeah, I'm kind of blabbing now, but yeah, just thinking forward to the fact that we might be actually going through the rental process and looking for housing a little bit sooner than we expected. But okay, now to actually stop talking and start vlogging, I'll show you around the new unit a bit. Okay, so right when you come in the front door, to the left you have the kitchen. So this is, just a nice little dining space and really quite big. We have kind of been in various states of unpacking and getting things settled in here, but Yeah, we've got the sink situation, the most important part of any kitchen, the coffee situation. We have our little fridge built in here and our stove, so we'll make some soup or something fun this weekend. Then moving in to the entryway, we have the same setup that we did in our last apartment. And we actually got this sign that is one of the old hiking trails from around Jena that they were selling at the wood market that we went to this past weekend. So super excited about that and would love to have a more permanent place to put it. Here we have a carpet beetle. My God, those suckers are everywhere. Anyways, we have the bedroom here where it's the two classic little like sort of twin beds, but a little bit shorter, but pushed together to make a full. And then we have some space for clothes and wardrobe. And over here we have the bathroom, which I will be doing a little project in a bit later. So the window here, we're on the 3rd floor, so we're up pretty high, but still, you know, when you get out of the shower, which is right here, or like go to the bathroom, you don't really want to be like sitting in front of a window. And so I have got a plan to tackle that later today. Okay, and then here is the living room, and like I said, the space is plentiful, more plentiful than we need. So I'm thinking that we will hopefully be able to downsize into something that is a bit, you know, more for our needs. This is just a bit more space than we need, but it's still, you know, a great space. And yeah, this is the new place. Okay, it is just a little bug. It is not a big deal. We are brave here in this house. There we go, got him. Okay, here's my stuff that I got from Woolworth and my contact paper. So I'm gonna take it out and figure out, maybe like cut it to size first before doing the window, and then, I don't know, just I'll roll the time lapse. You can see how it turns out. Probably not well, but you know, low expectations, maybe it'll be great. Oh, ooh, okay, that is staticky. Okay, we got it this time. Oh, I cut that really bad. I hope that made a difference, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, you can't really see out. It's not like, I think that's good. I mean, now just a few more things and the bathroom refresh will be complete. Okay, bathroom project is complete. Okay, and my last little project is assembling this table for Jake. I found it for €8, so let's assemble. I think it turned out so cute. It was super easy to put together. I think it's also nice to start slowly accumulating furniture in case we do move into a place that isn't furnished in the future. Okay, another update is that this week Jake and I started German classes. We're doing an intensive 5-week course for complete beginners. It is the A1.1 level and it's through the university here. So I think that we're almost the oldest in class. Actually, I know we're almost the oldest in the class because we are learning numbers and we had to go around and say our age last night. And bringing up the rear. And yeah, it's been good. It's about an hour and 55 minutes, Monday through Thursday. So today is technically the last day of our language learning week. I took a little bit of German in high school, 4 years of it, and I feel like this week, the first week in the class, I'm just like, some of it's coming back and some of it is like, did I have that wrong for the entirety of the time that I have known German? Whatever I learned or didn't learn in high school German class had nothing to do with the teacher or the curriculum. It had everything to do with me. Yeah, like I tried my best, but I never anticipated living in Germany. So it was more like, it felt more like an elective thing than something that I wish that I could have like really internalized and kept working on all these years. But like, you just never know what your life is going to hold. Okay, so I just finished making my second coffee of the day. I'm about to head out the door to meet a new friend for a walk, and we're doing a BYOC, bring your own coffee situation. So I have that ready to go, and then a couple errands, and we're going to a soccer game tonight, so happy Friday. Okay, so it's a bit later now, and I just ran an errand to the OB for a couple of things. And while I was there, there's a Czech bakery inside. How many hardware stores have a bakery inside them? Amazing, incredible. I'm back home, about to eat lunch, but I think first, I initially had 2 tables in the kitchen, and I took one out because it seemed a bit excessive and stuck it in the storage unit that is like across the hall from us up here. But I think that like this is so much space and the desk gets kind of dark, so maybe I'm gonna bring the table back and put it here. Then we'll have like a different dining area and a place to like do German homework or like a puzzle or just kind of sit and chill out. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Tradition und sowieso und sowieso wir wollen Jena, wir wollen Jena.
Bei der FC. Danke!
On Saturday, we made a day trip to Leipzig. It's about 90 minutes away on train. And gorgeous, as you can see, but then the trip got off to the worst possible start.
My first souvenir from Leipzig is a currywurst splotch.
We didn't really have any concrete plans for the day, just kind of exploring and wandering. But one of the first things that we saw was the church where Bach is buried.
Bach there is the Bach Museum. Right there. Bach there is the museum.
It really is. You think you're funny?
One thing we didn't know about Leipzig is that Bach actually lived and worked here during his career. And it was just a really cool moment to be able to be in this church where a boy choir still performs. It was also cool because growing up I had a little Bach statue on my piano that my piano teacher gave me even though I didn't practice and kind of sucked, so.
Got our cinnamon roll. Got my stain healing up nicely.
Do you have first impressions of Leipzig?
It's nice.
It is really nice. It's a beautiful day out today. Today we're in Leipzig, you guys. Didn't introduce a vlog, but Leipzig.
We were also excited to check out the park in Leipzig. The zoo here has parts that come up to the park, and so you can see the zoo animals without actually being in the zoo.
Oh, the baby giraffe.
He's licking the thing.
Yeah, he is. Salt on it?
Yeah.
That's so cool. This looks like the beginning of like a Wes Anderson movie, doesn't it?
It's the yellow.
It is, isn't
Pastel
it?
color.
This is very soothing.
Near the zoo, there's also the Goldis Palace that we checked out. There were 2 weddings going on at the time, which makes total sense because it's like this gorgeous house that was built in 1756. So if you're looking to host your wedding in the Leipzig area, there was an opera open house, so we were able to go into the opera, check out the building, and we were also able to watch a presentation they did about the stage and the technology that makes it be able to do all these different effects.
So it turned out the opera here was doing some sort of open house, and we didn't even really know that it was going on, but it's been so cool to get to peek inside here. There they are.
2 trains, and about 90 minutes later, and we were back home in Jena before bedtime. Yesterday we did a day trip to Leipzig and got back about 10 o'clock last night, so that was about an hour-and-a-half train ride, and it was really fun. We spent the whole day kind of walking around, window shopping, and then finding a few surprising things that we didn't know about the town. So we saw Bach's burial site, and then there was an open house day at the opera, so that ended up being really fun. The fun kind of ended a little bit last night when we got home. There was just a little bit more of the carpet beetles. The carpet beetle situation has not really gotten better despite cleaning, and so yeah, this morning we just sprayed the baseboards, and it's just, I've been having a tough time like feeling settled when we don't have like a space that feels clean that we're in. So I mean, that's hard. Like sometimes it's just like you feel like you want to go home. You're like, I want to have a couch to sit on, and like a comfy couch. Like I want, like my job and all these things that were just like the comfort and stability of like having a life established somewhere, and then giving that up, like that is really hard. And it's worth it for the things that we've been able to see, but just sometimes it boils over, and it's like the hard feels like way more than the rewarding aspect of it. Like it's just a balance, but sometimes it feels like it just gets scary and overwhelming.
There's people that are dying.
That afternoon we headed to the library to work on our first writing assignment for German, and I'm so glad that we are both trying to learn together, because it just helps so much to have somebody else to ask questions to try and speak baby Deutsch with.
I took a couple days off of filming to focus on just doing a regimented cleaning of the space and getting everything feeling cozier and more homey, and I think that we've done that. So now it's a few days later, I'm feeling much more settled, and I wanted to end the vlog on a more positive note. So to start, I'm going to say 2 things that I really miss about the US, and that is my coffee there. Like I specifically miss nitro coffee from Starbucks or Caribou, and the other thing that I'm really missing is salsa. And the good thing about both of those things is A, that I'm about to make both of them right now, and B, they're both things that I think when you do them well, they taste better at home than almost anywhere else. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee and get started on chopping up all the salsa ingredients that I bought. But I thought that while I did that, I would take breaks in between every ingredient to talk about something that is a favorite of mine from this first month in Germany, or maybe just something that I learned and that I like about living here. So let's start chopping and talking. Okay, barista tip. You have to, for your honey latte, put the honey in under the espresso so that the heat can melt it. So we have our stunning latte, and we also have all the stuff that I am going to chop up. So I'm gonna start with the onion. So I'll insert a clip of me crying in like 3 seconds here. Okay, onion is done. I didn't even really cry that much. So my first favorite of the past month is this German rapper named Ikamel. I believe Icky for short, and she is from Berlin, and she has like the most funny kind of irreverent German rap. My favorite songs of hers so far are Who's That and Gift Mort and King. So her songs are really funny. For example, the song Gift Mort is kind of about how women are
like the smart way to kill a man is to poison them. So, you know, topical themes. And Who's That is probably her catchiest song and my favorite, and the reason that I know how to say in German, so. Okay, now we are going to do the tomatoes. Okay, tomatoes are done. I left the seeds in about half of them just to give us a little bit more of like a wet? Is that that doesn't sound right. Like a juicy? That sounds bad too. Like a, to keep this, to make the salsa more, what am I trying to say? Just finished up the tomatoes. I kept the seeds in about half of them just so the salsa would be a bit like runny. And yeah, now I'm gonna do peppers. But first, my second favorite of the past month has been two things related to streaming and TV in Germany. The first is small, and it's just that the Netflix offerings are different here than they are at home, which means that instead of Peacock, the American Office is on Netflix in Germany, Das Büro. So I have been able to watch my favorite comfort show on the Netflix account. And my second favorite related to streaming is Eurosport, the sports channel that is on basic cable here, and it has everything. It has snooker at nights, it's had like a lot of winter sports like curling, skiing, and then my personal favorite, I'm a big fan of cycling, so it's had a lot of like the road races that are like harder to find in the US, all just on cable, which is really awesome. Okay, we're really coming together. I feel like it's looking good. Okay, another favorite from our time in Germany this past month is Germany's focus on like recycling and reusing things. This was like really different to me coming from Houston, where I feel like, did I separate my recycling in any way? No, I didn't. But here you separate it into like paper, food packaging, and then trash, and then glass by color. So it's white glass, brown glass, and green glass. And yeah, I feel like it's really cool. Like you can go into the grocery stores and tell that the beer bottles have been reused. And that just feels really cool to see that in action. And then the other thing that manifests as is like this commitment to reusing items. So like the Tausch House that I showed in my past vlog, where people bring stuff in and then you can take other people's items and give it a new life. Like I feel like half of our stuff in our house is from that now. This glass is from the Tausch House. We have like a bunch of glassware. We have like some decorative items that we got there. And it's like not even limited to the Tausch Houses. It's like on the streets, there's a lot of like boxes that say, I think, zur Mitnahmen, like for taking with you. And also we even have this one little area in our neighborhood, this kind of like a shed that people can give and take items from. We have somebody that converted like an old phone booth to a little free library. So that like idea of reusing things has been really useful to me as like we're getting settled in here. But also I'm excited to share some of my own items in that way. Like I can think of a number of things already that we've accumulated that I could pass on in due time. And it also makes me just like want to take better care of my clothes and give them a longer life. So if anyone knows how to remove a currywurst stain from white denim, please let me know. Okay, and then this is just finishing touches. I have a lime to add to this, and then I have parsley because I couldn't find cilantro anywhere. So we'll see how this turns out. Oh my god, this knife sucks. Okay, so that is everything for this vlog. It was a little bit different for me. I talked a lot more than I normally do in vlogs, which if you know me in real life, like this is probably a little bit more on brand for me. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you for watching, and even though there was like some like adjustment period in this vlog and some stuff that like wasn't like super fun to deal with, like we made it through, we're making it work, we're learning German, and yeah, we're just doing it day by day, and it's been really fun to document and a really special time.